Hi guys, it's Emil Tube here, and today I'm going to be trying something new on the channel, something that I don't think I've done before. So basically what I'll be doing is just predicting all the results in the Championship this weekend. So this week is game week 23, so let's not waste any more time and jump straight into it. So we'll start off at Ashton Gate. We have Bristol City versus Hull City, and to be fair to Hull, they have had a good season. They are having a good season so far, shall I say, under young manager Liam Messina. And to be fair, I am quite happy for them because it has been quite a grim last 2 years for the Tigers, let's be honest. And for Bristol City, their form of late hasn't been too good, but they are coming off a really good win at home to Sunderland. So I see it being quite a tight game, but I'm just going to back the away side for a 1-0 win. Now, moving on to Wales, we have Swansea versus Preston, and at the time of recording, Swansea are still in the hunt for a new manager, and they are just sitting 5 points off relegation, so the 3 points would be big for them. And for Preston, they of course started the season off very well, but things of late have been a bit rocky for them. They are coming off a heavy 5-1 defeat at home to Watford, so these are two sides that are struggling at the moment, so I do see nothing separating them. 1-1 draw. Now, moving on to the Saturday games, we go to Elland Road, Leeds versus Ipswich. Big game here. You know, Leeds are coming off two quite disappointing results, to be fair, and Ipswich have been winning pretty much every game they play, let's be honest. And yeah, still can't believe I predicted them to finish 19th in my Championship predictions, but the less said about that, the better. Considering both sides do like to score quite a lot of goals, I see it being quite a high-scoring game. I'm going to go for a 3-2 win for the away side. Over to Ewood Park, we have Blackburn versus Watford. And in the last 5 games, Blackburn have been a bit meh. And of course, Watford, like I mentioned earlier, are coming off a 5-1 win at Preston. So I'm going to go for the informed team with this one. So I'm going to predict the away side to win 2-1. Next up, we have Leicester versus Rotherham. And I mean, I don't think this one needs much explaining. Leicester are the best side in the division and Rotherham are the worst. I'm going to go for a scoreline of Leicester 5, Rotherham 0. Now for Middlesbrough versus West Brom. These are two sides that are going for the playoffs, but no side has been great of late, so they are both going to want to go for it and get the 3 points, shall I say. So I do see there being goals in this game, so I'm going to go for a scoreline of 2-2. Over to Carrow Road, we have Norwich versus Huddersfield, and of course, I watched Huddersfield for a full 90 minutes on Saturday against Millwall, and I've got to say I weren't really too impressed. They didn't really show much quality whatsoever, so I don't see them going over and getting a result against a side who just got a point away at top of the league. So I'm going to go for a scoreline of Norwich 3, Huddersfield 1. Next up, we have Plymouth versus Birmingham, and let's be honest, ever since Rooney took in charge of Birmingham, they have been pretty dreadful, and to be fair, for their expectations, Plymouth have done really well this season so far, and despite them possibly losing their manager this week, I do still think they'll beat Birmingham, especially with their home atmosphere, as it has been quite a fortress this season, home park, hasn't it? So I'm going to go for a scoreline of Plymouth 2, Birmingham 0. Over to Loftus Road, we have QPR versus Southampton, and as a Millwall fan, I am praying QPR don't pick up any points from this game, and to be fair, I don't think they will. I think Southampton will have enough quality to beat QPR, so I'm going to go for a scoreline of QPR 0, Southampton 2, although QPR have been decent at home of late. Next up, we have Sheffield Wednesday versus Cardiff, and I've got to say, fair play to Sheffield Wednesday. They are picking up some big wins of late, and Cardiff have started to fall off, so I'm going to back the home side to get the win here. So I'm going to go for a scoreline of Sheffield Wednesday 1, Cardiff 0. Can Sheffield Wednesday complete the Great Escape? Let me know in the comments. Over to the Stadium of Light, we have Sunderland versus Coventry, and of course Sunderland just appointed Michael Beale as their manager, and I'll be honest, I don't really rate Beale much highly whatsoever, and I think they're going to have the opposite of a new manager bounce, and Coventry have been picking up some good points against some really good teams of late, so I'm going to go for a scoreline of Sunderland 0, Coventry 2. Finally, leaving the best till last, I say that sarcastically, we have Stoke versus Millwall, and honestly, after that Huddersfield game on Saturday where we conceded last minute from the penalty, I've honestly lost so much hope. Our luck this season has honestly been so bad, and of course it's looking like Stoke are bringing in Plymouth's manager, so I do see them having a bit of new manager bounce, if you like, so I'm going to go for a scoreline of Stoke City 1, Millwall 0. So there you go, there are my championship predictions for the weekend. Please do leave yours in the comments, and unfortunately I won't be at the Stoke game on Saturday, so there will be no matchday vlog, so I'll see you for the post-match thoughts video for the Stoke game on Sunday. Come you Lions!